Chapter 1 of The Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger takes the reader into the disconcerted mind of the protagonist, 16-year-old Holden Caulfield. It opens up at the perverty place, as Holden calls it, a rest home in California where he is presumably receiving treatment. The reader learns that Holden's older brother, D.B., visits him weekly from Hollywood, where he works as a screenwriter. Holden expresses displeasure with D.B.'s current work, lamenting the fact that he's prostituting his talent in Hollywood rather than writing more meaningful literature like he used to. The story then flashes back to the previous December, to the time Holden was a student at Pencey Prep, an exclusive private school for boys in Agerstown, Pennsylvania. Holden is narrating his experiences from the exact spot on Thompson Hill where he had stood during a football game 3 days before his departure from Pencey. He starts out by expressing a feeling of alienation, bitterly observing the cheerful, spirited crowd of students, teachers, and parents attending the game. For him, they represent an environment from which he feels completely estranged. Due to his failing 4 out of 5 subjects, Holden is aware that he will be expelled from Pencey, which would be the 3rd school to expel him. Despite his academic decline and impending expulsion, Holden is not particularly worried about his situation. He seems more disappointed about having to inform his parents about this failure. He expresses resentment towards the school and authority in general, and explains that despite the school's advertisements about molding students into splendid, clear-thinking young men, he felt Pencey was filled with crooks and unrealistic personas. Holden has a rather cynical view of the world and people in general, expressing his annoyance at the phony behavior of people around him. The novel closes its first chapter with Holden deciding to say goodbye to his history teacher, Mr. Spencer, before leaving the school premises, revealing his impulsive nature.